G'day everybody, today we are back actually working on the little grain grinder or grister that I seized up, unseized the other day and got that little bit of metal out. So yeah, today we're going to test it, and so to do that we've got the pulley that goes on the back of the little 135 laying there on the ground. Here's the grain grinder here. You remember in the last video we did about it, this was all seized up. Dad unseized it the other day and he's put some anti-seize on there so that spins free, and that basically determines how tight the grinding plates in there will grind on against there. And looks like he cleaned the top of it as well, so you can get a better of a glimpse of the make and model. So we'll get that out. I've got some big anchor pins there. Dad doesn't seem to think there'll be enough to hold it, but we'll just set it up and just see what happens. So first up, gonna check the oil level in that pulley because it hasn't been used in a long time, and we'll make sure there's gonna be enough oil in there so it doesn't break. And then I'll bring the little tractor over and we'll start getting set up. So we're just undoing this bung here, just to make sure there's oil in there, and if there's not going to be enough in there, I'll have to go and get some. It looks a bit milky. Yeah, there's like none in there. I'll go grab some oil, we'll pump some in there. Just when I got some oil, I don't know if there'll be enough in here to fill it up. There's not much in this drum. You want to grab me a funnel? Do you want to grab a little funnel? I'll just tip all this in.
The gear oil in there?
Nah, I think this was the only job we had. There's like nothing left. Alright, so we ran out of our normal gear oil that we have. I didn't realise we had so little. But I found some just diff oil that I've used before on the old ute. So this stuff will probably do, I think. And we'll just put a little bit extra in there, I think, just to make sure it stays cool. We won't run it for very long, but yeah, you're better off having too much than not enough, I think. I think it's got a leak around the main seal in there because we were sitting in the old workshop. She was pretty oily on the floor, so I'd say that's where it's leaked from. Well, that's probably enough. As long as all those gears are going to be covered and getting plenty of oil on them, she should be pretty safe. I wonder if you can even still get the seals for these. You'd have to be able to. I think Grey Fergie stuff, I think this is Grey Ferguson stuff, it's still pretty popular, so surely there's reproduction seals. Alright, now that we've got grain in the pulley drive, I'll go get the little tractor. I've got the carryall on the back of it, so I'll take the carryall off, bring it over, and Dad was saying you got to pull the chains off the back that hold the 3-point linkage arms. So you can mount that on. So I'll undo those as well, then I'll go find the belt, which I think is in the wool shed. So we'll go do that. brought the tractor over, I took the carryall off this. So I've spent probably more like an hour looking for this belt. Dad just found it then. It was tucked away in the old workshop. So there's the old belt. So on the back of the tractor here, you got to pull off these where the chains hook up to next to the PDO, because that's where it mounts. So I'm going to undo that, and then we'll mount the PDO, the pulley on, and yeah, try and set it up. All right, so I just pulled these chains off. Yeah, and that's ready to go. This one here is broken. It's also broken on the pulley, which is over here. So yeah, so that's what it looks like when it's on. So we'll put the nuts back onto the studs, and yeah, go from there. All right, we've got the pulley on. We just started it up to test it. Spinning right there, no funny sounds or anything. So yeah, that seems to be working at least. Didn't have any trouble engaging the PDO either, which we've had trouble with it recently. And it seems to stop alright as well. That just stopped it, so at least we know that part's going to work alright. So now we can set ourselves up to do the belt and the wrister. Alright, just bangs the pins into the ground. We think it's pretty steady, but we'll see. Now we've got to chock the tractor because the handbrake doesn't work.
Mechanic hasn't fixed it yet.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to.
Alright, so we just started it up again. I went and got a bucket of grain, and we're going to give it a little test now and see what we can make it do. Dad's a bit doubtful. I think it'll work, but we'll have a look see. So we've got a little bucket set up underneath for the final result, and then we'll pour a little bit in and just see what it does. So it's crushing it up a little bit. So we screwed it in and it comes out a lot finer obviously. So hey?
More quantity of grain you have in there helps you crush up that fine flag of sand.
What are your thoughts?
Other will be closed. Just put a bit of tin in here. It's not original as you can well expect, but you can fill that up right up to the top now if you want to, and then you just slide that bit of tin back, which creates a gap, and you can control how much grain goes through the crushing mechanism as you work it. If you want it, depending on what sort of grain you're crushing, wheat and barley's a little bit tougher than what oats is, so you might have to have that closed up a little bit, but if it's just oats, you can have that bloody right open. So we'll close it up there now. Put this bit in, so you can fill that up like that. Just open our little chute here, and you can see the grain.
I think it was just one way. We just like to shake hands with danger around here. Well, we just finished up for the time being. Yeah, Dad said we're just back in business. So, what do you reckon about it?
Way to go, G.I. Joe.
So we noticed oil leaking out of here. The seal's probably dried out and yeah, split. So a bit of oil's dripping out of there. It's not really a big drama. Just top it up with oil whenever. And yeah, everything seems to be all working all right. We'll have to find something to put in those little oil galleys to hold the oil because it just drains straight out and gets in with your grain. Maybe a bit of cloth or flannel or something like that.
Horsehair.
Horsehair. Dad reckons it originally had horsehair. Well, here's what he's thinking. Anyway, and then yeah, he said we want to make a stand to raise it up off the ground so we could fit a bag or a bucket underneath it. And yeah, we might dig out a hole and put some cement in the ground and bolt it back down, maybe over near the silo, so we're a bit close to the grain now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But that won't happen today.
Yeah, it won't be today. Maybe a little bit down the track. So yeah, no, pretty cool to get that going again. It seemed to work all right. The grain sort of come up, not too bad. I don't know if Dad wants to talk about the grain.
Oh, yeah, no, that's all you'd really want. That's been through a second time. The first lot Cam done, we put through a second time, it's crushed up a bit more, but yeah, as long as you crack all the grains, it doesn't have to be completely turned into flour, so it makes it more digestible for the stock. So yeah, Mother will be all excited, I dare say, to be able to feed a bit to her animals. So yeah, I'll be able to give up work now and come home full-time crush grain.
Alrighty, so we're pretty much done here. We're gonna pack up and pull the belt drive off the tractor again. Have to sit that up somewhere so that all the oil doesn't leak back out again. I don't know if you can get seals for those. I might have to have a look. Hopefully it's not too hard to change. But yeah, I think we're both pretty happy that it's working again. It's pretty cool to see it going, and not often you get to muck around with belt-driven, old school belt-driven machines. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So we might dig up a hole near the silo, as I was saying before, put some concrete in there and mount it up on a stand, but that might be a video for another day. Yeah, we'll leave it here. So as usual, everybody, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. All right.